So I'm kind of late on this subject, but I had to do a video because I do have some thoughts about Blade in the MCU and how they can make this film work. So as you all know, the MCU Blade film has been indefinitely delayed and has no current release date, so it's essentially in production limbo. Now, despite the problems with this movie's production, people are giving different pitches on how Blade should be handled. Since they managed to bring back Wesley Snipes as Blade in Deadpool and Wolverine, some think they should just cast him as Blade in the MCU instead of Mahershala Ali. Now, I partially disagree with that pitch. I do think they should bring back Wesley Snipes, but not as Blade, as another character, and I'm going to explain. And just so you guys understand what I'm about to explain, I'm going to give you guys a little of Blade's history for context. So, Blade's real name is Eric Brooks, and as you know, his mother was bitten by a vampire when she was in labor, which is how he became a half-human, half-vampire. So, quick side note, that was actually a retcon. When he was born initially, he was just immune to the effects of vampire bites. But it wasn't until he got bitten by Michael Morbius that he inherited the strength of vampires without any of the weaknesses, which is when they started calling him the Daywalker. So basically they retconned the bite from Morbius to say that he was already born a Daywalker. Anyway, back to my main point. When Eric became a teenager, he met a man named Jamal Afari who was getting attacked by some vampires and saved his life. After Afari figured out what Eric really was, he took him under his wing and trained him, taught him just about everything he needed to know about vampires, including how to hunt them. So Jamal Afari became Eric's mentor slash father figure in a way. In fact, he was technically the only family Blade had. And to really put this character into perspective, if you guys remember Whistler from the original Blade movies, he's sort of that archetype of character in Blade's life. Although Whistler is a character they made up for the movie, but he is similar to Afari from the comics. So what I'm really trying to say is Wesley Snipes should be brought back not as Blade, but as Jamal Afari. He's just about the right age to play a character like Afari, and it fits perfectly because you'd have Mahershala as Eric and Wesley as Afari, his mentor slash father figure. And you know, it could be like a passing of the torch in a way, from one Blade to the next. So it would actually be kind of fitting that the OG Blade plays a character that mentors the new one. So let me know what you guys think. I think this is the approach they should take if they seriously want to get the Blade movie off the ground, while also capitalizing on the hype of Wesley Snipes coming back. But if they decide not to and this film never comes out, well then...
There's only been one Blade. There's only ever going to be one Blade.